Sussexes lost everything. Harry and Meghan in serious crisis after Charles's bitter rejection. No chance. The last few days have been hard for everyone following the Queen and her work. With Charles now king, one of his first tasks was a televised speech. During an almost 10-minute dialogue, he mentioned his mother and how much he appreciated the people's support and condolences. He also assigned William and Catherine the Prince and Princess of Wales titles. The king handled his mention of Harry and Meghan very strategically. It's likely a clue at what might be coming for the duplicitous duo. Though he didn't mention Archie and Lilibet or that they were prince and princess, he also didn't mention Harry and Meghan with their titles. We all know by now that Prince Harry got to Balmoral after the Queen had died. While we may never know if Harry does regret throwing his family under the bus to please Meghan, it will come too late. No one wants him back in the UK, and the damage he has caused is too great for repair. Following the Queen's death, Prince Harry's place in the line of succession has risen to 5th. As such, Harry may be required to act as a counsellor of state for his father if required, as was the case during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. However, Princess Beatrice can now be a stand-in for King Charles as a counsellor of state following the Queen's death as she moved up the line of succession. In recent years, she's stepped up to the plate as one of those non-working royals to watch. Beatrice and her husband Edo Mappoli-Mosey are so adorable. It's come to my attention that Bea is not whom the tabloids made her out to be. Eugene was also at the event, but without her husband Jack Brooksbank. Had a face of thunder. She was likely only there to report the juicy details back to Meghan and Harry, if there were any. Beatrice has proven herself, but like Camilla, Charles will rely on William much more than he has been. For those unaware, the councillors of state can act on the monarch's behalf if they cannot perform their duties by default. Camilla is one. Meanwhile, the Duke of Cambridge's official spokesman confirmed he invited Harry and Meghan to look at the tributes with him yesterday. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams said, "It's very possible that Harry will take on this bigger role." This came after William and Harry appeared together at Windsor Castle to look at the tributes to Queen Elizabeth II. He said that the pair are making real progress in healing their reported rift. Mr. Fitzwilliams described their most recent joint appearance as a sensational surprise. It's understood he believed it was as important to show of unity at a difficult time for the family. Mr. Fitzwilliams said, "This is a sensational surprise, seeing them together as Windsor looking at the tributes to one of the greatest of our monarchs. It would benefit everyone to heal this rift. The Sussexes would have no work without their royal status. The royal family have suffered a great deal from their attacks, especially on Oprah. We thought even though they were living so close at Windsor, the once inseparable brothers were very far apart," he added. The Queen always said the Sussexes were much loved members of the royal family. They had to step down and felt publicly bitter. King Charles sent them his love in his moving address. Now we see real progress. Will Harry participate actively in the forthcoming ceremonies to honour his beloved late grandmother? This seems very possible now.